My guest for today MJ Langit, he is newest guard in the UE. Welcome to my podcast, Idol. How your basketball career started?
With my dad. He was really the one always pushing me. I was always watching him watch NBA, and I would walk into the living room and he's always watching NBA. At the time, his team was I still is Chicago Bulls, so I was always watching him, watching the game with him, and he put me into organized basketball, and then he put a hoop in my backyard, and then from there, I started playing basketball. And I owe it all to my dad. So.
How hard to be student and athlete?
It's really hard being a student and an athlete because you have to really balance, school and playing basketball. So a lot of times, basketball could get in the way of school, or school could get in the way of basketball. But at the same time, you really got to push through it because that's what comes with being a student athlete.
Favorite moments in high school as varsity player?
Basketball player is going to state. Me and my teammates, we went down to state and we played against the number one team in the state. We went to Final Four. Just being on the big stage of it was a University of Illinois stadium. So just being on that big stage was a cool moment. Unfortunately, we lost by a lot, but I mean, just being on that stage was a great feeling. So.
Favorite basketball player and why?
I have two favorite basketball players. One of them is Derrick Rose because he's just all the things that he's gone through, and he's still in the NBA. I mean, usually when players suffer injuries like that, their career is over. But he's really persevered through all his adversity, and now he's still in the league. And another player is Kyrie Irving. I like Kyrie Irving, one, because of the way he plays. He's just so smooth and his ball handling is so good. But, what I like about Kyrie is he doesn't care about what anybody says. He's always going to be him. Everybody thinks he's weird, but he always does what he does. And that's why I like Kyrie. Nobody cares. He doesn't care about what anybody says.
Can you share to me your basketball skills? Are you a shooter with passing or defensive player?
A defensive-minded guard, but I also like to get to the rim, take contact, and just really finish around the rim. I'm also good. I'd say I'm a good mid-range shooter. My three-point shooting needs a little work, but obviously, that comes with just reps and practice. But I think I'm really good at playing defense. I love playing defense. I love getting under the opponent's skin and just really bothering the offensive player. And like I said, I'm also good at penetrating to the rim.
What do you learn from Sir Alex Cabagna? Because he is a legend here in the Philippines.
I actually met Alex Cabagna at a lot of Filipino events here in the States. I just really appreciate his hard work and his positivity off the court. He doesn't let his fame get to him. He's always around people, and he's always just smiling and really trying to get back to the basketball community. And he's a skillful guard. He has a lot of IQ, and I love the way he really sets up his teammates. That's something that I think I can take from him as well.
Sir, I've been curious how much ticket watching Chicago Bulls game.
Watching Chicago Bulls games, I mean, the tickets are pretty expensive, but depending if they play their rivalry opponents, then I mean the tickets are even more expensive. But I've been to 3 games my whole life, and it's pretty interesting. Being able to see the players live right in front is a great feeling. But I really just usually watch from home. I watch every single game as much as I can. But I mean tickets, they're pretty expensive.
Why do you choose UE over St Ambrose?
I chose UE over St Ambrose for a lot of reasons. One of them being, just being able to come home to the Philippines and being with my family is, it's why would I pass that up? Just being able to come home to the Philippines and playing obviously my favorite sport on a big stage in the Philippines. And you know, it's always been my dream to play basketball in the Philippines. You know, ever since I was little, my parents always told me about how much of a deal it was to play in the Philippines. You know, I just always grew up wanting to play in the Philippines. And when the opportunity came, you know, I didn't pass it. And not only that, I mean, I felt like I have better opportunities in the Philippines than I do here in the States because it's really competitive here in the States. I mean, it's also competitive in the Philippines, but here in the States, you know, it's really, especially being Asian, you know, it's hard. So I wanted to come up with the Philippines.
Sir, do you play other Phil-Am players in USA?
Yeah, there's a lot of Phil-Ams here. You know, there's a lot of Filipino players, Phil-Am players, more than you think. I surround myself with a lot of other Phil-Am players. You know, they're good too. You know, they're very quick. You know, the very traditional Filipino guards. You know, they're all quick. They're smart for sure, and they all play defense. You know, so yeah, I see a lot of Filipino Phil-Ams here in the States.
Who players are you excited to face in college next season?
I'm really excited to play against Richie Rivera. Everybody talks about him, you know. So, I mean, I always see his highlights on YouTube, but to be able to play against him in person, you know, that's definitely going to be a challenge that I look forward to. I want to be able to, you know, guard him and just, you know, being able to go from watching him on YouTube and then playing against him in person. You know, I think that'd be really awesome. I'm also looking forward to playing against Richie Kalimad because I met him here in a Phil-Am events down in Las Vegas. You know, we played against each other, and you know, we got close from that. And I actually was supposed to go to UST with him. He committed over at UST, but you know, I chose UE over UST. But you know, I'll be excited to play against him because he's a Phil-Am friend that I made here.
What about Ateneo boys?
Ateneo boy, I heard they're tough. Apparently, they're one of the best, you know, basketball programs in the UAAP. So, yeah, I heard they're tough. I watched. Obviously, you know, I did my research. I watched a couple highlights, and they're pretty big. So, I'm also looking forward to that challenge. And you know, we'll see.
Why do you choose jersey 10 in high school?
Actually, you know, I didn't choose jersey number 10. I mean, it was just the available number. So, I mean, I guess I chose it. But it really served me well. So, you know, I mean, I work with it. Jersey number 10, I'm seeing it everywhere. So, number 24 is actually my true number. I choose number 24, one, because of Kobe, and then two, because it was, you know, the jersey number that I had when I first started playing basketball. So I just stuck with it. Just, you know, remember my roots, where I started. So 24.
When you started practice in UE, bro?
Hopefully, you know, we start the next month. I don't really know when our first practice is. I think they're doing preseason right now. So, you know, I'm trying to, you know, get my paperwork done as soon as possible so I can get over there and get started with things. But hopefully next month. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you for watching. Please also subscribe my YouTube channel.